First, let me say this. I hope you have an amazing day. You smile a lot and you make a positive memory or two. Let's get into the news, folks. I don't know if you know this, but Floyd Mayweather Jr., yes, the boxer, who I believe is 50-0, he might be 51-0, is actually a big time real estate investor. He apparently has been buying real estate with his winnings for decades. And according to the Real Deal, Floyd Mayweather just stepped up and bought a 1,000-unit portfolio of multifamily for $402 million. You got to respect the hustle. You got to respect the game. I think we've all seen Floyd Mayweather do some amazing things, go on some wild shopping sprees, but he clearly is living by, the classic rule of take 50, 60, 70% of your earnings, throw it into assets, and then enjoy life with the rest. Again, sometimes it is, it's very interesting to see, what high-paid athletes do with their money. We've seen plenty of athletes who make hundreds of millions of dollars end up bankrupt very quickly. And then there are others who are out there just stacking assets and continuing to build. So I think there's a lot of things that all of us could take from Floyd Mayweather Jr. Again, living below your means, stacking paper, becoming an elite investor at something, and doing it for a decade. So shout out Floyd for, living by example and showing us all what is possible. We got a short week this week. It is Thanksgiving week. Again, Thursday and Friday, the markets will be closed. I hope you will be spending time with family. I hope there will be plenty of laughter and joy and memories, positive memories. But we do have a couple of interesting economic data coming out Tuesday and Wednesday. Tuesday, Case-Shiller, again, home prices, consumer confidence, new home sales, and probably for me, actually, no. I'm the second most important thing will be the Fed minutes. Typically, the Fed minutes aren't all that interesting, but I think this one's going to be interesting because I want to see how much talk there was about the election. I want to see how much talk there was about raising the neutral rate. I think we have clearly seen post-Fed meeting seemingly all Fed presidents basically say less cuts, slower cuts, terminal rate is higher. So I want to see just how much of that is in the Fed minutes. I think it will be eye-opening and maybe a little bit shocking. That comes out on Tuesday. Then on Wednesday, we will get initial jobless claims. Usually comes on Thursday, but again, Thursdays were closed. Durable goods, GDP. We also get PCE. And PCE, it could set people's hair on fire. What do I mean by that? Again, let's talk about headline and core. Headline last time was ported 2.1. It is expected, folks, to go up to 2.3. Anybody paying attention? Higher for longer? Inflation 2.0? I don't know. Kind of concerning. Not to be outdone, we've got core. Core last time was 2.7. It too is expected to go up to 2.8. So PCE is the big number of the week for me. Again, we can't have this. We simply can't have this. So it'll be interesting to figure out what is going on under the surface. Is it something big? Is it transitory? Who knows? But the slow drumbeat of inflation falling, nope. This is, again, something that will likely cause the Fed perhaps to pause in December. I mean, how could you cut again if inflation is going up? And then there is an interesting number that I am going to vehemently disagree with the quote-unquote experts. Pending home sales. Pending home sales coming out on Wednesday is expected to be up 1.8%. I am calling for a negative 5%. So a pretty gigantic miss. Now, why am I calling such a big miss? And I think the experts are wrong. It's my weekly conversations. How many of us have talked about or heard me talk about with one of my weekly millionaires the fact that pre-election, it was crickets and tumbleweeds. I don't know how we can have pending home sales going up nearly 2% when we are hearing from the West Coast, the East Coast, SoCal, that activity was dead. So, again, I don't know what the experts are looking at. I'm taking a gigantic swing in saying negative 5%. Again, I am wrong all the time, but I will own it or I will celebrate. So again, that is Wednesday. Again, Thursday and Friday will be closed. Go make some memories, joy, smile, all of that good stuff. I do want to congratulate 2 people for joining school in the last couple of days. I want to give a shout out to Olga and Peggy for joining our wonderful school community. It is the place you can get around other people doing the work and moving forward, things of that nature. Olga and Peggy, thank you for joining. Quick question. Why haven't you joined yet? 67 cents a day. You can cancel anytime you don't like it. If you want to be around other people, you want to network with people doing the work, it is the place to go. And then lastly, on school, I tried to get the school map up to 100 people by this morning. What is the school map? It's basically where you go in and you put your location. Again, please, please, please do not put your home location. That would be silly. But find a Starbucks, find a McDonald's, some kind of thing around you so that you can start to network with other folks. I had hoped to get to 100. We only got to 82. So hopefully over the next day or so, we can get from 82 up to 100. That would be great. All righty, folks, let's talk about home price declines. Yes, folks, we have some cities and large MSAs that are crashing, falling off a cliff to steal the thunder from Crash Bros and Doomers. Here are the 6. Yes, the 6 markets out of the largest 50 that are negative. There are only 6 of the top 50. This is, again, shout out Lance Lambert, Resi Club, for this data he puts together. He's got the pretty charts, and I just copy and paste and share it with all of you. Number 6, Dallas, Texas. Year over year is down a whopping negative 0.3%. It gets worse from here. How about number 5? Jacksonville, down negative 0.4%. All right, we were out of the decimal points. How about Tampa, Florida? Down a whopping 1.2% year on year. San Antonio, Texas, more than double. It is down 2.5%. New Orleans, down 3.2%. And of course, the same market that's been on the list of crashing real estate markets, Austin, Texas, with the largest year-on-year drop of negative 3.5%. That's it, folks. That are the 6 MSAs that are negative. These are, of course, 6 of the largest 50, from 0.3 negative to 3.5 negative. That is where we are at. Let's talk about a happiness coach. I will admit, I did not know we had things called happiness coaches, but I'm glad we do, I guess. So according to CNBC, there are 3 ways to flip the script on stress and anxiety. Here are the 3 steps according to the happiness coach. Number 1, start a joy journal. Journaling. Okay. So every evening before you go to bed, take out this notebook or joy journal and write 3 things that you are joyful for. I suppose writing them down and reliving those joyful moments will help you go to bed and sleep nicely. Makes sense to me, I guess. Number 2, create moments of surprise gratitude. This one is actually pretty powerful, I think, because one of the things that I've done over the years is I've tried to do just surprise moments of gratitude and thanks, and just little gifts, perhaps. Again, giving gratitude, giving joy sometimes helps the giver become happy and have those endorphins or whatever they're called. Number 3, savor the moment. Acknowledge what you are feeling. What is it? A sunrise, a sunset, walking with your dogs, whatever it is, playing with your kids. Sometimes we are so busy we forget to enjoy the moment. So again, if you are stressful, anxiety, own that, and hopefully you can take measures to improve that slightly. And again, we have Thanksgiving coming up. Why not try it for a week? Why not try these 3 things for the week and see if you can be a little bit happier going forward? Let's congratulate a couple of people, actually 4 folks. Something that I don't recall doing on this channel ever is we're going to congratulate Craig and Michaela, as well as Jay and Jolie, a brother, 2 brothers and their wives. They went out and negotiated a deal for 18 duplexes. I'll say that again. The brothers went out and negotiated a deal for 18 duplexes. So we are sending out 18 cards. 9 to Craig and Michaela, and 9 to Jay and Joel Lee. Again, folks, you can get as many of these black cards as you will like. Yes, I will even send 18 out at a time if you do that kind of deal. Again, we are heading into the end of the year. It is a buyer's market. It's time to negotiate. Disrespectful, seller financing, creative financing. It is the spot to be. If you are in school, don't forget, get to level 2. Unlock some teachings from Jason Pritchard and Ty, TYLG. And if you get to level 3, you actually get a 10-week boot camp. So again, it's all there in school, 67 cents a day. Get to it. Well, it is the holiday season. And last week I asked all of you who had bought gifts, who was done. We did get a few folks that bought a couple of gifts. Not many of us were done. But I just read a report that CNBC says millennials are going to be spending in a big way. Millennials, this is according to TransUnion survey of 3,000 people. Millennials say they are going to plan to spend big this holiday season. I see a lot of optimism out there. Interesting. Apparently 63% plan to spend spend the same or more this holiday. So I have a question for you. I would love to hear from you. Please, let's get the comment section going. A simple yes or no answer would be amazing. Hopefully you can take a couple of seconds to put it in there. The question is, will you spend more this holiday season than last year? Simply put a yes or no in the comments below, and I will look at the data and see what my audience is doing. Again, will you spend more in 2024 than you did in 2023? Let me know in the comments below. Some other interesting numbers from this survey: 74% plan to use credit cards, 28% are going to use savings, and 16%, I hate this, 16% are going to use buy now, pay later. Yes, this totals more than 100%, which obviously means some people will use more than one of these categories. Something I have been thinking about, and I plan to ask many of my millionaires this week. I'm just curious. I literally just curious. Is there a number? Is there an equity number where you would consider selling all of your real estate? For example, if in the next decade, your real estate portfolio had 5 million, 10 million, 15 million, 20 million of equity, is there a number where you go, you know what? I'm good. We're going to sell it all and put it in T-bills or CDs or fall asleep on a big mattress of money. I don't know what it will be. But is there a number? Have you ever thought about that? Have you ever thought about that? Is there a number where you would sell everything, be entirely out of the market, and just live off the interest? Just curious. Thought I'd ask the question. Don't know if there's a number. What else do we have? Lastly, I do want to remind you that our event in Vegas, February 15th and 16th, are selling fast now that we are roughly 80 days away. Get your tickets. I don't want you to miss out. Again, we are going for maximum capacity, so there will be no super secret on the side tickets. Either you get tickets now or you could miss out. Also, again, book your flights, hotels. It will be an event not to be missed. Again, being around other people doing the work, networking, making friends, memories, getting your questions answered. That's what this event is about. Bring your question, bring your spouse. Let's just see what is what. So folks, hopefully you have an amazing day. Join school, buy your tickets to our event. And of course, have a wonderful day. Keep being amazing. Keep making memories. Take care. Later.